Welcome all earthlings and other beings. My name is Lara and this is Zoller Tarot and Art. Thank you for being here. Today I'm going to be reading your cards and I'm also going to be drawing an image that I received in meditation for this particular reading. So let's go ahead and get started. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing great. Keep in mind that this is not a personal reading. This is a reading for a collective of people watching at different times. If you're here, though, there probably is something for you. But if there's a part of the reading that doesn't fit or doesn't sound right for your life, then don't try to make it fit because it might be for somebody else. Also, she, he, and they are interchangeable, so you can use whatever pronoun you want and just plug it in, okay? So the image, I'm going to start with the image because it also ties into a song which I'm going to be talking about that was for this reading. But I'm going to go ahead and start the image. So what I was seeing this person, and they were standing kind of with their arms sort of folded. I'm just going to do this real fast. And the head kind of like looking down here. And there was like this real elaborate sort of headdress that was sort of leading up into the heavens, right? Let's see, we'll get this down here, just get her basic shape. But what was interesting is she was surrounded by all this like natural foliage and everything, and there was almost like these big curly shapes. You know how the ferns like in the redwood forests and things that are curled over, that have all those like intricate little pieces to them? It almost looks something like that. So I will be developing this, and to me this represents other people in her life and things growing around her, this energy that ties into the song which I'm going to be talking about. All right, so we got that basic thing, and I'm going to put this aside for now. And what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and do the initial spread, and then another video will pop over here where you can watch me mostly finish the drawing. And then at the end of the entire reading, you can see the finished and colorized piece. So that's pretty fun. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to go ahead and lay out the cards. And so we don't waste any time, I'm going to speed this section up. So here we go. Okay, I have set out your initial spread with clarifiers, and the drawing should be popping up over here so you can watch that being made. This definitely ties into the song I've been hearing. So the song is called Summertime Sadness, and before I get into this, I kind of want to read the lyrics a little bit. So the song is about, it's someone who lost another person, and I think to death, you know, but they lost them, whatever happened. And the song has a lot of complex emotions, but let me just read this. It's called Summertime Sadness. It's by Lana Del Rey. It's a gorgeous song. Her voice is very strong, and I feel like someone needs to go listen to this. But she says, "Kiss me hard before you go, summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know that, baby, you're the best." So she thought very highly of this person that left, however they departed. And then she says, "Oh my God, I feel it in the air. Telephone wires above are sizzling like a snare, like a trap. Honey, I'm on fire. I feel it everywhere. Nothing scares me anymore." That particular line right there stands out to me more than anything. When I hear it, it almost brings up like strong emotions and everything. Nothing scares me anymore. So you got to hear that song because the way she sings it is extremely powerful. And it says, "I'm feeling electric tonight, cruising down the coast, going about 99. Got my baby by my heavenly side." So she says heavenly side, so this is someone who's deceased. She can feel that person next to her though, right? "I know if I go, I'll die happy tonight." So she's got the summertime sadness when this person departed. It's in the summertime. So either she's recalling when they passed away during another summertime, or it's the summertime she's singing about that this person has left her, whether it's through death or some other way. But she's also happy because she feels like she had a highlight in her life that she's never going to forget. She has all these beautiful memories and this love in her heart. And then it says, "Think I'll miss you forever, like the stars miss the sun in the morning sky. Later's better than never. Even if you're gone, I'm gonna drive." I got that summertime sadness, right? So basically what she's saying is even though that person's gone out of her life, she's going to keep going. And I think that's a very positive, upbeat kind of message. Yeah, so, all right. So what we're seeing here is we have Judgment, and then we have Queen of Wands, the World, Eight of Cups, the Star, and Seven of Swords with clarifiers. We'll just start up here. So you, or whoever this reading is for, had to call judgment on something or someone, right? I believe this is someone you thought you might marry, or maybe you did marry them, but this is someone that you were that close to, you had that sort of intimacy with. But, you know, it's clarified here by this Page of Cups, and I'm almost feeling like, because we have the Queen of Wands here too, and several other indicators, that this person really wasn't they weren't healed enough to actually be in a relationship with you. They just didn't have what it took. They were still kind of broken, or whatever their issue was. I mean, if you go and watch the video for the song, I'm not necessarily saying you should, but it does indicate that the person that this person was with killed themselves. But I'm not necessarily saying that's the message here. So I think this person just may have passed away, or went somewhere else and found love somewhere else, but they just weren't healed, right? And then you, or whoever this reading is for, felt like you had to kind of pull back from this marriage and this commitment because someone wasn't putting everything into it. But the Queen of Wands, she's a very, you know, she's very confident. She's a very energetic, independent person, has a lot of personal power, a lot of charisma. I feel like this represents you, or who this reading is for. And it's also, we have the Magician over here, which is, again, another confident person, right? They have everything kind of together. So I just feel like there might have been a mismatch here with that other person, even though you loved them very much, and maybe they loved you too, but they just weren't up to having that kind of relationship. Now, interestingly enough, you've got 3 cards in the whole spread here that indicate marriage. You've got the Hierophant, you have the Four of Wands, and you have the Three of Cups here. And those are all, they have multiple meanings, but those all indicate marriage. And because all 3 of them are here, that I feel like maybe this is someone that you had some sort of commitment with. Yeah. And then you've got the World over here, which is about endings. This is also about success, but I think in this case, it is definitely about an ending, because it's also clarified by this Three of Swords. This is very heartbreaking for you. Yeah, but there were secrets. See, there were secrets, and that's over. Yeah, okay, so there were secrets. Let's go over here now. And you kind of had to walk away. I find this version of the Eight of Cups very interesting because there are a lot of 2s in here. You see, there's 2 dragonflies, 2 butterflies, 2 birds, 2 swans. And she's walking down this path alone. You had to walk away from this pairing, whatever this relationship was. Yeah. And this has required a lot of strength. You've got strength right here, and the Seven of Wands here too, which is, you know, this is about having to defend yourself and have boundaries. And we talked about the Magician. It's just like you got your act together, you have everything you need, but this other person didn't, and you almost had to defend yourself because we've got the Seven of Swords over here, which is a thief. You see how this creature thing has stolen an egg from this nest that's not hers. Yeah. And it's clarified by this Seven of Pentacles here, which is about what you've grown. These are things that you're growing. So this person, if they're not just a happiness stealer, they are someone who stole something from you, and you got real clear on it. Like it was really clear to you what was going on, and you had to end it, right? So there's a lot of healing. Got the Star here, and there's a lot of healing that needed to take place. So that you could get to this point again where you're enjoying life, but you've had to put boundaries up. Yeah. So I want to go ahead and pull from an oracle and just see if there's any more clarification on this message. What else about this message, please? I feel like, you know, the drawing with the woman here who's like standing next to these growing things, sort of mirrors this Queen of Wands. She's holding this, you know, this flower, what she's grown here. These are such beautiful cards. I love these. Oh, and I will list these cards down below, the decks that I'm using, so you can get your own, and also to acknowledge the beautiful artists and creators of all of these beautiful decks. Yeah. So I feel like this echoes the drawing. So it's almost like she's standing next to what she grew, this person that, you know, is no longer with her anymore, but inspired her in some way. This person, even though they might not have been ready for you, or they passed away, or whatever happened, somehow they brought some sort of like joy into your life, even if it was just for a little while. But you're going to keep on going. You're going to keep on driving, right? Like in the song. Okay, let's pull 3. Archangel Raguel. Archangel Raphael. Maybe you need to work with the archangels. Raphael's really excellent for healing, which is right over the star, which is for healing. And one more, and we'll talk about these. Yeah, so whatever this is threw you out of balance, because it says out of balance here, overworked, out of balance. So there is a need for healing, and you can call upon Archangel Raphael if you're so inclined, if that works for you. There are lots of other healing entities, and you can just call on God or Great Spirit. Healing is also, you know, mental, emotional, spiritual, so you can heal on all different levels. So in this case, it says love, healing, and miracles. So you're healing your heart. You're healing this broken heart over here, this 3 of Swords. See, we had this here. Yeah, and over the star. So you've had to put up boundaries. You're healing yourself. And then you're getting, you know, you call judgment here, and you're getting justice. It says Archangel Raguel, which is about justice, discipline, and harmony, because you want your life to work. You want your life to be harmonious, and that's required you to walk away from somebody who was not suitable for you. Yeah, definitely someone needs to work with the archangels, though. Archangels are wonderful. I always recommend Archangel Michael for protection. He's really excellent for that. Yeah. Okay. Let's pull 3 cards for what your obstacles are. Let's see. This is the Practical Magic deck, which is from that movie Practical Magic, which I love. So there are references to that movie. Another one, please. The obstacles for this collective, please. The obstacles. And one more. All right, so what I'm seeing here is Practical Magic, Lavender, and Symbols. So it's interesting because you had the Magician over here, and Practical Magic, it says down here, it says energy, right? So I feel like because this is an obstacle, maybe you've had a hard time getting your energy back after all of this. It's been very traumatic. You had to heal, right? So part of healing is getting your full energy back. And sometimes we can be caught in some sort of sadness, like the summertime sadness, right? Or depression that lowers our energy levels. And then when your energy levels are low, when you're in a state of sorrow, fear for a long time, other lower level energies can tend to gravitate towards us. So it's a good idea to, while we're healing, find ways to lift up our energy. You know, she talks about in the song, I'm feeling electric tonight. She says, telephone wires above are sizzling like a snare. Honey, I'm on fire. I feel it everywhere. Nothing scares me anymore. So it's like you've had to get past your fear and get back to what your values are and be really clear and protect yourself. See, defend yourself, defend your energy to get through this sadness that you've been experiencing because of the loss of this person that you loved. And then maybe you felt kind of unlucky lately because this is Lavender, which is about luck and tranquility. And we were talking about seeing the Archangel Raguel down here. There's this, we were talking about harmony and everything. Maybe you felt like because you've had to defend yourself and deal with this person who stole from you, stole something from you, that it's been very... to maintain your harmony or your tranquility at times has been kind of a challenge, but this will come back. We're going to see what the solutions are and everything. So yeah, I see a lot of energy has been drained, and you need to get that back, and that's a bit of a challenge. And then also believing in love again, because in the movie, the badge right here represented it's like it doesn't hold power in someone unless someone believes in it, unless someone believes in a symbol. She talks about how symbols are just that. You know, they only have power if you believe in them, right? So yeah, it's almost like you have had a challenge in believing in love again, or believing that, you know, what you want is actually even possible. But I feel like it is. We're going to pull some solutions here. Let's see, what are the solutions, please, for this? Yeah. And sometimes, because lavender too, right here, it's to me that's like feminine energy. It might be too that you've had to be in your masculine energy a lot to protect yourself and to get past whatever this is, and it might feel out of balance, and so there might be a need to be in your softer feminine energy again. You know, as you feel safe to do so, as you heal, right? Okay, let's pull three actually for the solutions, the best things this collective can do for best results. Another one, please. And one more. Interesting. Wow. Okay. All right. So this one is saying, seek, have fun, and believe. All right, so I'm just going to go left to right here. We'll just go over this. I'm going to read them real fast. It says, seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, which we were just talking about, right? Energy, it's ever energy. And every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. And in the song, she talks about, you know, got my baby by my heavenly side. So you know, you can feel that person next to you that passed away or is gone now. You can feel their spirit. And perhaps they can feel yours too. Yeah, maybe they're watching over you. And this says, have fun. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. Yeah, to get that, you know, it's like going back in that feminine energy, the luck, the tranquility. Yeah, you want to have some fun, and that's going to counter it. You need to laugh. Laughter is really important. Listening to high frequency music really is a good way to shift into that too. Watching funny things that actually truly are funny, really are lighthearted. Maybe you could work with the Fae realm, the Fae energies. Those are good too. They love laughter. So, and this one says believe, which is right over believe. See, symbols, believe. We were just talking about giving things power because of belief. So belief says, the force that works through your soul determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are is the power of your belief. That's right, believe in yourself. Yeah, and I see that you did. You moved past this person even though it was painful. You defended yourself. You've gone through the healing. You've gotten really clear on what happened, regardless of the secrets that were being kept and regardless of what was taken from you. You are very powerful. You've got the magician here, and you believed in yourself and continue to believe in yourself, because that is definitely coming from a place of power. But also enjoy your life. Yeah. Right? It might be that you have mediumship abilities too, that you can see or interact with the dead. Sometimes I see them, but I can definitely sense them around, and it's different, you know, it can be stronger depending upon who that spirit is related to, what the circumstances are, et cetera, and what your own abilities are, and you can develop those abilities as well. All right, let's pull from this oracle and see what it says for more clarification. Another one, please. And one more. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Right, so this is definitely talking about the heartache you've been through. So we've got Amelie, she who questions, Blue, she who loved once, and Perpetua, she who aches. All right, we'll just start over here and move over. So Amelie, this is somebody who's asking questions. Search, which is, the word search is in here, which is right over seek, right? So keep seeking and searching for the answers, and connect to spirit as well as you can. Remember that we're all one. So there is something in you that's probably very creative, curious. You want answers. You're still searching for answers, I believe. I believe that's why that's coming up again. But you definitely, you know, got some clarification on what the situation was. And then we have she who loved once, Blue. So you're feeling, maybe there are parts of you that feel very fragile. And I find it interesting because this does also have the word secret love and rejection in it down below. This might have been a secret love that you had. Maybe you loved someone secretly. It's possible. Or maybe they had a secret love and that's why they departed, they left. That's possible too. Maybe you've been feeling rejected because of it, or you had to reject somebody and they're feeling rejected or felt rejected. But if in you having to walk away affected their, you felt like it affected their mindset and they definitely like left the planet that way, or left their body that way, I feel like you don't need to feel guilty, like it's not your fault. You can't control anybody else. They make their choices. And I feel like you couldn't, it's not good to sacrifice yourself and your whole life because someone isn't ready, because someone, you know, has to do their debauchery or all the things that they were doing, the secrets and all the things that they stole from you, the happiness they stole, you know, maybe they were deceptive and false and everything. You know, and really they might have even tried to hobble you in some way in your life and everything. So that would definitely hurt, which leads me into She Who Aches Perpetua, which is talking about maybe, you know, maybe you felt like very isolated for a while and you've had to feel like you've had to withdraw. And that's okay if you're healing. You need to, you know, sometimes it's really good to pull back and be by yourself a bit so you can meditate, so you can really think about things. I mean, as long as you don't get stuck there forever, but it's, you know, it's time to probably come out now and defrost things now. It's the summertime sadness, so this is like kind of the winter time here is what I'm seeing. But I'm so sorry that if you did lose somebody who was close to you who died or something like that, and this is aching in your heart, I know that that could create a lot of sorrow, regardless of, you know, if they were bad to you in some way. That I feel that, you know, you really love them. So I'm very sorry for your loss. Let's pull. These cards are a little more lighthearted. Let's see if we can pull from these and see what your guides have to say to you on this. Let's pull this real fast. And more, please. Yeah, this is just sort of reinforcing what we were talking about. I mean, both of these cards here, the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, are about choices. You know, there's a choice here, there's a choice there. And in the middle, you have the Seven of Swords, which we have down here. This is about someone, again, stealing, about deception. Maybe someone ran away. Sometimes that's what that means, too. Some sort of like lies or scheming, which makes sense with the moon being, you know, things being hidden. And maybe you had to make some choices and decisions without all the information, but definitely something was wrong and you had to make a choice. So maybe you're still making that choice now. But it's almost like you're choosing between two realities, not necessarily between two people, but like two choices. Like, do I stay in this relationship that's poisonous, or, you know, where I'm being stolen from, or do I go on? Because, you know, the Two of Wands is also sometimes about like travel and looking forward and, you know, like getting restless, do I stay or do I go? That type of thing. Yeah, it's almost like more that you've gone towards, this is, I need to go into this weather rather than like having this person who's stealing from me or hurting me in this way hold me back. So there was a choice that had to be made. I see you had to make a really hard choice. Yeah. Well, let's see what your ancestors have to say. What ancestors would you have to say as a collective, please? See if I can get some more. I'm just going to pull two on these. There's winter again. And one more. So maybe because you got two winter cards here, there was that other one, but I feel like maybe whatever's like you're dealing with, whatever's coming, that you need to probably talk to an elder, somebody who's wise, who might be able to give you some advice, or maybe just your guides, but probably by the winter time, things are going to get better for you. And then we have tobacco, sacred medicine, or reciprocation. So what this is telling me is that almost like your ancestors they're guiding you to choose people in your life who actually reciprocate, because this person didn't. So choosing to be really healthy and to keep growing things here, see, and to keep that fire going, that passion, because, you know, we had the Queen of Wands here, to keep your passion going, to continue to heal, to move forward in your life. perhaps only surround yourself with people who reciprocate. If you give, they give too. You know, you're not just giving, 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 and that person's taking, taking, taking. Because there are definitely lots of people like that in the world. And I feel like you've definitely been with a taker who broke your heart. But I'm getting a strong feeling that you need to talk to somebody who is your elder, even if it's just your guides and your ancestors. You can call in your ancestors too, because like we were talking about you being a medium, and you can feel the people around you who have passed away. There might be those in your ancestry that you can call to you for advice and guidance, and I feel like that would be like your ancestors here are definitely saying please do that. And tobacco is sacred medicine. Also, tobacco is a traditional offering in the Native American traditions and possibly in some other traditions as well. And I would say that, you know, maybe give an offering, maybe burn a candle. I think I talked about this in my last reading, is burn a candle to honor your ancestors, to honor those you love, maybe even to honor if this person passed away, just to honor their life and everything. So make an offering. Tobacco is an offering, and candle is an offering. It's just that I'm saying candle too because there's fire in here. Yeah, so let's pull from this. Yeah, I'm going to pull 2 from this last final oracle, and we'll see what it says. So what else do we need to know for this collective? What do we need to know for this collective? That makes sense. Okay, one more. Well, certainly shifting your perspective, because this is leadership and decisions, and then group consciousness here. Feeling like you're part of everything or coming from a higher spiritual place is going to help you move through the pain and the things that you experienced. And it's almost like you have a higher calling. This is group consciousness, embrace oneness, and we were talking about, you know, this down in here, the spiritual connections. Where was this on Seek, right? We're a part of all things, right? So there is definitely a need to keep tapping in spiritually, because this is going to help you get through everything. So connect as much as you can with your higher source and use your imagination to build that bridge if you need to, which is an excellent tool. That's one of our absolutely most valuable tools, is imagination. Love is too, but imagination is right up there with that. So use that, and then see yourself connected to all things, to the oneness of all. And then this card says leadership and decision. So make choices for the highest good of all. So all the things that you are doing here, in some ways, are affecting quite a few other people. Somebody at least is watching you and looking to you as a leader. And even if it's just your children. But it's definitely important that you step up and you keep healing and moving through this so that you can show the way. You can be a way shower for other people, right? Let's see. I'm just going to pull one more from this. I feel like I need to pull a third one. I don't know why. And then we'll wrap this up. One more, please, for this collective. One more. Community life. Wow, maybe you're supposed to be part of a bigger community, because you've got 3 cards here about that. It says embrace 5th dimensional society. The 5th dimensional society is all about compassion. It's heart-centered and coming from a sense of connection to all things. We've got lots of rainbows in here too, and all 3 of these cards. Those are very, very much standing out. Yeah, you're a way shower. So feel the connection to all things, and that is very healing. I know from personal experience that my feeling connected to the universe, to connection to all existence, has helped pull me out of some dark times as well, and continues to do so. My spiritual life is very important to me because of that. It's just a very healing way to do things. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be just fine. I mean, this is right over the star too for healing. Yeah, you're going to be just fine. You've just been through a hard time. You had to learn this lesson. You made the right choice, I feel. And I'm sorry if you lost somebody, but I feel like you need to keep going. Like in the song, she's going to keep on. She says, even if you're gone, I'm going to drive. And she's going to keep on going, Right. Anyway, I hope this helped you in some way, gave you the information that you needed to keep going forward, and if nothing else, just been inspired by the drawing being created. And I appreciate every one of you for being here. I truly am grateful. And thank you so much for any kind of likes, subscribes, comments, because that all helps the channel grow. And I do appreciate your feedback as well. And I hope you have a really wonderful week, a really wonderful month. And until I see you next time, thank you. Bye-bye.